Well, good evening, travel crew. Welcome into the show. Welcome to Ocean Travel Talk. And we are glad that everybody is here today. We're going to have lots of conversations. And as I did in our Facebook group page, and I'm going to post it right here. If anybody would like to come on, just click on the link and I can bring you into the live broadcast. And I hope everyone is having a fantastic day. While we're seeing if anyone wants to come in, I'm just going to see who is all in the chat. Looks like we've got the Moonlight Adventures. Welcome in, Josh. Welcome to the show. We've got the Z Show in. Welcome, Z. Glad you are here. Cruise Vet is in. Welcome, Michael. Welcome into the chat. Jennifer is here. Welcome. Glad that you guys are here. Travel or Bust, welcome to the show. Glad that everyone is here. I hope you all are having a wonderful, wonderful evening as we get going here. I'm glad that you all are here. It is a beautiful sunny day. You can see the sun shining on my chest there. We got these new, I'm going to show this to you. We are starting to get some merchandise and got this. We were actually trying with I think it was one of the ones that a lot of people use. I can't remember what they're called now. I can't remember who a lot of people use them. We had actually tried them, but I wasn't real impressed. Obviously, I can't even remember their name off the top of my head, but I was not real impressed with their quality of their print or the quality of their shirts and sweatshirts and everything. So my daughter actually works for a embroidery company in Texas and talked to them, and they are starting to design our merchandise for us. And eventually, soon, hopefully, they're actually going to put a link on their website to be able to attach right to our merchandise. So I am really excited about that. And I've got some polo shirts, and you guys might have seen those on me before. So I really like the quality of the shirts and everything, sweatshirts, and then instead of a silk screen, this is actually like a vinyl, and it's supposed to last a lot longer. So really excited about that. So again, if anyone wants to come into the chat, just click on the link and I can let you in if I can figure out how to do it. But anyways, if anyone wants to come into the chat, just let me know. Just click on the link and I can let you in. In the meantime, I do have some questions that I want to ask everybody. First of all, if you saw the news that Royal Caribbean's newest ship, it's called the Icon. They have started sharing what that ship is going to be like, and it looks incredible. We got hey, Catherine Concepts, welcome into the chat. Jennifer, welcome. If I didn't say that earlier, welcome, guys. Cruise Nuts is in here. Welcome, Cruise Nuts. Glad that you have come into the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. But what I was talking about is that Royal Caribbean's Icon is, I think it's Icon of the Seas, but they have started talking, sharing some of the areas, the zones, and this, I guess they're called neighborhoods on their ship, but it's good. Looks like it's going to be pretty incredible. I think their bookings, you're going to be able to start booking them in January of 2024, and I am looking at booking that ship. I can't wait to get on that ship. And Yep, I think I'm remembering how. There we go. Yeah, Josh says, "Icon, we are going to try and book the inaugural sale." So are we. I'm actually looking for that. I've never. So I understand that if you are a previous guest on with Royal, that you're actually going to have a chance the day before the regular public. So I'm hoping that we're going to be able to get on that inaugural. We will find out. But we are looking forward to getting on that ship. All right. Hey, Blaine. Blaine, wow, you are on the horizon and you have joined us. I am impressed. Welcome in, Blaine. I actually saw the live this morning you were on with Fordman, and I was watching that as you guys were pulling into port. Looked awesome. Welcome into the show. So, is there anyone else that is looking to book on the Icon? It does look incredible and cannot wait. We got Bear Bowl Cruising. Welcome into the show. Glad that you are here. We also have Tim's in here. Welcome. He says, welcome everybody. Welcome into the show. Catherine Constance says it is common for cruise companies to do that, allow peer cruisers first access to bookings. Yep, and so we have not cruised Royal yet, so we'll have to wait till it's available to the public, but hopefully it doesn't sell out when they offer to everybody else. Hopefully there will be some, and we will be able to book that. I'm really looking forward to that. Cruise that says, I'd rather wait till after the inaugural selling, give them time to get to get the bugs out. That's true. It's inevitable that they are going to have bugs, but hopefully they will be able to get them hacked up. But there's also something about being on that very first cruise, and we've never been on the inaugural. We're going on the Carnival Jubilee next year, but we're doing the second selling, not the first selling. So we'll see. But you are correct. Waiting until they get work some of those bugs out. There is an advantage to that also. Anyways, we are looking forward to booking that cruise. Some other questions I have, and one of them is, has anyone ever taken a Halloween cruise? We've done one. We did a Halloween cruise last year on the Carnival Miracle out of Long Beach. It was a short cruise, 3-day cruise. Really enjoyed it though. Really had a good time. And we're looking at booking another one, maybe doing a Halloween cruise next year on I think it's the Carnival Glory out of New Orleans. I think is the one that we are looking at doing. And so that looks like a lot of, Halloween cruise. We had a fantastic time. So that one on the Carnival Glory is actually a 7-day cruise, but looking at doing that. CME Travel is going on that one. And so we're looking at maybe booking that one. So I hope so. Hey Z, glad you are in the house. Again, if anybody would like to come on in the show, I did at the top of towards the top, but I will post it again. The link to get on, and you guys can tell me if you're trying to do it and if it's working or not. But I am going to post it here, and hopefully it works. If you guys do want to come on, to just posted the link. So anyways, has anyone else ever gone on the Carnival or gone on a Halloween cruise before? And if so, did you enjoy it? Some people do, some people don't. Some people don't like going during any of the holiday times because they can be kind of crazy. But we did have a blast. Hey, Kurt's here with CME Traveling or See Me Traveling. Welcome in. Glad you are here. We got our friends Christina and Jake are in the house. Welcome, guys. We're going to be traveling with them here in a few weeks. We are going to be on the Carnival Vista together out of Galveston. We cannot wait for that. Cannot wait for that. So, anyways, yeah, that's the cruise that we are looking at booking. Haven't pulled the trigger yet, but we are looking at booking that cruise. And another question is for all you that have cruised. I don't know if everyone in here has done a cruise before or not, but do you have any favorite ports that you guys like to go to? Our favorite port, that out of all the ones, we have a couple of them. We did we went to Half Moon Cay, Carnival's Island, and let me see this one. Hey,
Hey,
welcome in, buddy.
what's up?
How you doing? How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Hold on. Let me turn off my other stuff.
Yeah, if you've got your YouTube one on, you need to mute that one.
Okay, there we go.
There we go.
I'm doing great, man. I am so excited about the Icon of the Seas. I
Yeah,
cannot wait.
yeah.
But
Well,
thank you for doing that, man.
absolutely. Yeah, I am excited for the Icon, and the day that it is available, I am going to try and book. I don't know if we'll get on the inaugural one, and we may be maybe one or two after. But that ship looks like it is going to be absolutely incredible.
Especially that swim up bar.
Yeah, the Steamer bar. I mean, you're talking about a ship that, and I don't understand how they do a ship that's going to weigh 250,000 tons. How in the world do they even have that thing float? That is
Well,
absolutely insane.
Derek from Iowa was telling me that it's incredible how they make those ships. They make them
Yeah,
so big, and this one is 20 decks. 20.
yeah.
Oh, by the way, look at here.
Oh, you got your fireball. Yeah, I've got my water.
Oh, come on, man. No, I'll just play.
Yeah,
But yeah,
that,
the ship was incredible. Um, I'm going to try to do it on the first one, January in 2024, and I'm going to put my deposit down Tuesday and just pay it off. Then I
yeah,
don't have to worry about it. And,
absolutely.
and it
Absolutely.
goes.
Yep. That's our plan too. I'm gonna get on there on Tuesday and try and book that thing. So should be good. Hey, if there's any other creators in here that want to come on and talk about your
Oh
channel,
no.
I'm gonna let you talk about your channel here in a minute. Z, come on in, pop on the show. I did put the link down there and give you highlights so that you can talk about your channel. And Z, why don't you go ahead and let everyone know a little bit about you and about what your channel's all about?
Well, my channel is for the old people. It's for basically it's for everybody, but basically I'm trying to get people that are like over 50 and over because most of them, a lot of them are solo cruisers. So
Yeah,
basically, I talk about that a lot. As far as me is concerned, I've been on 5 cruises. My first 2 cruises were on a combo triumph after the fire. After the fire. And then my last the first Royal Caribbean cruise ship I was on the Navigator of the Seas, and that was way too much fun. I had a buddy of mine who went on there, and that was his first time on a cruise ship. And I basically told him, I said, "Hey man, he likes to drink a lot on land." And I said, "Dude, it's totally different when you're on sea. You start drinking." He said, "Man, I'm a professional drinker."
yeah,
Well, let's just say that the Ralph is in the house. You Ralph. But
yeah,
we had fun, man.
yeah.
And then my last two cruises were the Carnival Vista. That's my most famous ship. I like that a lot. That's when
Hmm.
I met Derek and Amanda for Island Time.
Yeah.
So I met them, and then they got me hooked on it. I mean, I like to have fun. My last couple of videos I put on, I just like to have fun on cruising. I like to talk about cruising, and a lot of people want to say, "Hey, man, this old guy's doing it. I could do it too."
Yeah.
So,
Absolutely.
so I started the channel July 5th, and I am so grateful to have 103 subscribers. It's awesome. It's incredible.
Congratulations on that too. That is awesome.
Yeah, I was worried about a couple. I think it was last weekend. I thought I got it last weekend, and then it went back to like 98 and 97, and that's like, what in the world's going on? And
Yep.
then when I finally got the 100, I said, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that happens too. It happens to all of us, though I'll see we'll be up there and then we will we will go back. But it it's
Oh,
it's
you got
just
a
things
sleep
that
chat,
it
bro.
needs, and yeah, I don't worry about it. Try not to worry about it. But that
Oh,
is awesome that you got to your 100. That
yeah.
is that,
Basically, this is what I do. I'm retired. I had to retire early because of my asthma and stuff like that. And I said, I just got so bored doing nothing. I said, I just want to go on a cruise. I started going on a cruise and stuff like that. So basically, this is my full time job right now is doing YouTube. It's fun.
absolutely. Absolutely. And Coach Brad, you made it in. Thank you, buddy, and thank you for
Coach
that
Cruise and
super
a half.
chat. Welcome in. Hey, I posted a link if you want to come on, Brad or Kurt, Josh, any of you guys, anybody, if you guys want to
Yeah. Yeah.
come on,
This is just the
give
old
you a chance
people
to
just
talk about
talking
your
about cruising.
also.
You know,
Uh, let me
another
post
thing
the
about
link
Coach,
one more time. Give it to,
sorry. You
it's all
know,
good.
Coach Cruz is another guy that helped me a lot because, when I first started, I didn't know how to do that. Editing on my videos, I started learning how to do it live, and basically he said, "Hey man, if you want to go live, just go live. Don't be afraid. Just be yourself. You don't have to be anybody else." So, thank you, Coach Cruz. Come on.
Absolutely, yes. We've been talking a lot with Coach, and he's been a big inspiration. Josh with the Moonlight Adventures, Kurt
Hmm.
with CME Travel.
Yeah,
Just watching all these channels. Grandma on the Go's in the house. Welcome,
grandma.
welcome. So, yeah,
She could not be a grandma. Come on now. She's like 21.
yeah. It's Yeah, just it's cool. There's all of us smaller channels, and we're all kind of growing together. And well, one thing I really like about this cruising community is just the family, and it's a tight knit community, and we all help each other out, and it's just
Yes.
it's so nice and so fun. I just
You-
enjoy it so much.
I had a question for you. I had an experience with one. I won't say their name, but I was trying to talk to them, and basically they had like over 25,000 subscribers, and basically they just ignored me. And I was like, man. So that's why I like small channels, so we can get to each talk to everybody, and say how they feel about cruising. And
Absolutely.
so,
Yeah.
Ocean, let me ask you this question:
Yep.
Are you going on a cruise on New Year's Eve?
No, not this year. I do want to do a New Year's Eve cruise, but we have not gone on one yet. This year we're getting ready to go on a cruise here in about 4 weeks. We're going
Oh
on the
wow.
Carnival. It's a couple of days after Thanksgiving,
Hmm.
and then our next one will be next April on the Carnival Panorama. We're going to do the Mexican Riviera.
Oh wow! You know what?
Um,
Sorry about it. Hey,
oh,
you know what? Me, you, and Cruise Nuts. We talked about this before when I was doing it live. We all need just to get together, go on a cruise, just take
yeah,
over.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, we all of us.
Yeah,
I
everybody.
was on Coach Cruise's channel on Tuesday night,
Yeah, me
and
too.
they were saying that we need to do a group cruise together with all of us, which I think would be a fantastic idea for all of us to hop on a ship together. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
You know, and
Mm.
I think about that. They are going on a New Year's Eve cruise on a Carnival Breeze, which I love to go on. I'm trying to talk to my friends that, hey man, let's go on a cruise for New Year's because I know
Absolutely.
those guys, uh, Coach Cruz, Island Time, Fireball Steve, and some other guys are gonna be on there. They just got way too much fun
Yeah.
because this will be the first New Year's Eve you don't have to wear a mask, you don't have to worry about all that stuff that's going on, and it could be free.
Yeah, we are definitely getting close to what you would consider normal again, which is now Carnival just announced that their crew members have mask optional.
Yeah,
So I think that's really cool. I was hoping that they would make that decision before we went on our cruise. So I'm very happy that they did. I just want to welcome Sea Lake Journeys into the
hey,
chat. Welcome. I'm
you know,
so glad to see you guys in here. I caught a little bit of your guys' live this morning.
hmm
It's really hard for me because out here, I'm 3 hours behind. So you guys are on at 5 a.m. our
yeah,
time.
you're
So it's
right.
really
Yeah,
hard for me to get into your guys' chat. But I was able to catch just a little bit of it. I was didn't type in there listening to you, but you guys are an awesome channel. If anyone has
yeah,
not subscribed to or see
mhm,
Sea Lake
absolutely.
Journey, go on and check theirs out. They do live every
Every
morning.
month, yeah. Uh,
Fantastic. 5 o'clock, 5 a.m. Pacific, 8 a.m. Eastern,
yeah,
7 a.m. Central.
special. Yes,
And then CME Travelings every morning also. They are
right
on
after them.
at
Yes.
5:30 a.m. Pacific, 7:30 Central, or 8:30 Eastern.
You
And
know what?
both of them are great, great lives. Coach Cruz is every Tuesday night. He has a
Mhm.
great live
Yeah.
also. So
But the Sea Lake Journeys is the one I set my alarm out for 6:45. When my alarm goes off, I say, "Oh man, I can get up and watch them because they're energizing people." I mean, her laugh is just,
yeah, yeah,
especially when you wake up in the morning, you need to laugh. I mean, those guys
absolutely.
are crazy.
Yeah, because until I get my first or second coffee, I don't have much of that energy. But man, they have a lot of energy. They are so much fun to watch. And same with CME Traveling. They
Mhm.
are a lot of fun to watch. I
Oh
try
yeah,
and catch them every morning, and lots of fun, lots of fun.
yeah.
Um, so here's a question. How many cruises have you done then, Z?
I did five. I did two on the Carnival Triumph, Royal Caribbean, and two on the Vista.
Okay, okay.
Uh,
Um, so here's a question for you, and I'm also asking everyone in the chat. Um, uh, do you guys do excursions? And if you do, what type of excursion is your favorite type of excursion? Some people like snorkeling, some people like that beach day, some people like just doing a city tour or something. What
mhm.
is your favorite type of excursion?
Well, the excursion report because I did my excursion on the tribe Paradise Island, Paradise Beach in Cozumel, Mexico. And I can tell you a funny story about that. When I went on there, and they didn't have the regular drink I drank, so I was like, "Yeah, let me have some rum, straight up rum." I was doing shots of your rum, and I passed out on the beach. They had to wake me up. Like, hey, we got to go.
Yeah,
But Cozumel, Mexico is probably the best way to do it. I go shopping, and I told you this, Ocean. I go shopping for liquor. That's what I
Yeah.
do because they don't sell pure Hennessy White in America. So basically, I go to Cozumel, Mexico, and buy like a half a case or a case, and they're like $65 a piece, and you can sell on eBay up to 300. Oh, who's that?
Hey, Brad, welcome in, buddy.
What's up?
What's going
What up,
on?
bro?
How you guys doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Doing well. I'm trying all the different things to do with StreamYard. It's pretty interesting. I'm learning as I go, but I'm
Yeah,
loving it.
this is the first time doing it too, so
Yeah, you know what? I'm just looking at Cruise Nuts there. He's doing one of my bucket list things, and that's snorkeling with whale sharks.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
hey, look at this, Coach.
Oh yeah, you know what? I saw that when I first went on. I saw you hold the bottle up there.
I just hold it up, man. I don't care.
Yeah, no, hey. Well, like I said, I gotta. I mean, I'm not a big Fireball person, but I gotta get a
Yeah.
bottle just to celebrate you and Fireball Steve, because you guys are always.
I think we can.
all
I
about
think
it.
you know what? I think I outdrank him. How about Steve? We
Well,
and me and Ocean were talking about. We all need to go on a cruise together, and I was telling the Ocean that y'all are going on the New Year's Eve cruise. I wish I could. I'm trying to my best to go on that cruise ship.
yeah, it's I mean, well, Steve actually, I just met him like officially this last cruise, but
Mm-hmm.
Derek and Mike and Charles and
There.
all their significant others and stuff. We've known each other for over a year through the whole cruise community, and we've
Oh
become
yeah.
good friends and everything. But yeah, Steve was a lot of fun,
What
and
did you? Oh, you need to tell. Did Derek tell you the story about me, him, we're on the Vista, and we watching his favorite team, March Madness, with
well,
Arkansas, Carolina.
it must have been Arkansas you were watching then, because
Yeah, Arkansas. What am I saying? Yeah, Arkansas versus Carolina. And
okay,
basically, the Sky Bar on Carnival ships, they closes at 1. We kept that bar open to 3 o'clock in the morning.
no kidding. Wow.
Hey, you know what? Because we told the bartender that, hey man, we're gonna tip you good. I think I tipped them about $60 to $75 that night.
Oh man.
Yeah, 'cause I always carry cash with me when I. The best thing about going to a bar and you find you're a good bartender, have plenty of cash.
Oh
And tip,
yeah. No,
and
that's
tip 'em.
honestly probably most of my evenings. Well, I mean, I'll enjoy going to the shows, especially if they're newer shows or if they're good shows. Like being a carnival person, I've been, you know, uh, I guess blessed enough to see Celestial Strings several times. I love that production. It's an amazing production. Anybody that's going on Carnival, if the ship you're on has Celestial Strings, I highly recommend that. Anybody that I've taken to go see that, they're like, we were thinking about comedy or this or that. And I'm like, no, you're not going to comedy tonight.
We're
Like,
going to the
you're
bar.
coming to this show. And I was like, I've seen it, 6 times. And I'm telling you, I'm going to that. I'm like, you won't regret it. And they're like, oh my God, thank you, for, taking us to this thing or whatever, because it's just, but the bartenders though, it's kind of a show in itself, especially like
Yeah.
Alchemy Bar.
Yeah.
Everybody there is on vacation, so everybody's in a good mood, at the
Yeah.
bar. So everybody's friendly for the most part. The
Mhm.
bartenders are always engaging, and Bruce and I were talking about this on Tuesday, but it's just amazing to me how they can go from one cruise to the next and have that same, individual attention to each customer and make
Well,
each customer feel
Hey.
so like they're special and everything. It's
And
just,
their
You
energy
know
and
the reason
everything
why?
else, it is amazing.
You know
yeah.
what the reason why they do that? Because they are so happy to be back at work. Because they were off for 2 years, and these guys. I mean, you don't see a lot of Americans working on a cruise ship. I'm just saying. But these people are working so hard. That's all they do is work. It's awesome, man. Because you know, I I basically enjoy myself. Sorry to take over the ocean, but I gotta ask cruise coach this
Oh,
question.
go for it.
What do you think about the icon of the seas? And are you going to go on it?
Well, I mean, honestly, I was watching a bit of Derek's show, and I mean, I've just been so loyal to Carnival. Bruce was talking about it, becoming platinum and stuff. I mean, I've gone Carnival to the point I got diamond, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just honestly the rates that I'm given for Carnival are so ridiculously cheap. But
Yeah.
yeah, there's several ships I would like to go on.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that being one of them. I mean,
Oh
it
yeah.
looks amazing. But it honestly gets down to cost. It's funny how, and I'm Bruce, I don't know if you've experienced this yet, but in a couple situations, there's always some negative person or something, and they think because you have a YouTube channel or something, you're some rich, affluent person,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're like, "Oh, you're making all this money showing your videos or whatever," and it's just so funny because we're not making any money. Like a small channel,
Yeah.
like ours, we're making a few bucks, like literally a
Mm-hmm.
few bucks.
Like
Mm-hmm.
literally a few
That's
bucks. Yeah.
that's what
Yeah.
I thought about it.
But
And
you
I
just,
mean, honestly, the super chats and stuff that we get, that's like the bread and butter of everything.
oh
Um,
yeah.
I
until
don't get.
until you get like really big, I
Mm-hmm.
mean, it's not like you can quit your day job or anything like that.
Well,
Um,
yeah, there are some people that are doing that, but there are also people that like I said, I won't get it till I hit a thousand subscribers, which I understand because I just started in July. And I'm happy to have 103. It's
yeah.
blowing my mind. A lot
No,
of people,
it's a lot of fun. It really is. I mean, it's like I didn't know Bruce, until a few months ago, and we've
Absolutely. Yeah.
chatted a few times together, been on each other's show now, and
Mhm.
I'm sure we'll cross paths on a cruise and meet face to
Yep.
face, and then same with you, Z. I mean, I swear you're the most traveled person I know on the cruise channels. I can't
That's
turn a cruise channel on and not see you in the comments or
And
on
he's
the
normally
screen.
one of the first ones in the chat too. It's
yeah,
Yeah.
crazy.
absolutely. Like
Constantly.
I tell Ocean, I'm retired, so I don't have nothing to do. This is my fun. Because when I retired, I said, "Man, I'm so bored. I need to do something." So that's why I did my first channel, and that one's going like crazy. It's like 500, but this one is the most fun I ever had. On, like I said, eyeball. Hey,
Well,
Coach, Tuesday night, did you get messed up?
No, not too bad. I honestly though, I've tried to, as I have a drink in my hand now, but I'm trying to cut back a little bit. So Monday I didn't drink anything. I didn't have any alcohol whatsoever. And then Tuesday, of course, I saved
Yeah,
up for the super
super
chats and
fast.
stuff so I could do those. And then yesterday I didn't have anything to drink. And today, I did. I was gonna try to go today without drinking either. But
Yeah, well, you're talking to a professional drinking. I've been drinking for about 30 years.
yeah. Well, and
But
I mean the thing about it is a low level amount of drinking I think is actually good for you. But
yeah, it
I
is.
was getting to the point where it's like, okay, I know this isn't good for me. I'm drinking too much. It's like if I'm having, because like, so this drink right here, I'll put 2 shots in and I put a can of Coke Zero. But then I was getting to the point where I could drink 3 of these, no problem. So I'm not thinking,
Mhm.
you do the math and it's like, wait a minute, you're drinking 6 shots. You're doing that almost every night. you
Yeah.
know, and that adds up. And it's like, okay, I can't keep doing that. I gotta cut some of that out.
Well, you see, you work, you're a coach, and you're a teacher. So I gotta start those and say, hey man, I wake up to do a shot and watch things like journeys.
All right. Well, I'll tell you what, when I'm on a cruise ship, it's 5 o'clock
That's
somewhere all the time.
Yes.
I could usually wait until later to get a drink, but if I'm Grand Turk somewhere and it's 10 a.m., I'm out on a beach and it's sunny out, we're ordering a bucket of beer or something. We're not.
See,
So here's a question for you guys and also everyone in the chat. Do you prefer the MDR or the buffet?
Oh God, me MDR 100%. Like it's not even close. The
Yeah.
only way I'll do buffet over the MDR is, like if we're in a hurry or something, or, because the MDR, it is going to take some time, but I feel like, I feel like the food is better. It's just a better experience to me. I don't know. I'm not a huge buffet person.
Yeah.
yeah,
if
I
I,
do
I
both.
agree.
I do both because as just me, I do both. I'll wake up, I'll do the main dining, and then after I finish with that, I go to the buffet, and then I go drink at the bar, and then I cycle over again. But yeah, Carnival. I did Royal Caribbean buffet, and I was amazed. I mean, their food was great. The
well,
buffet.
is I'm looking at your chat here, Bruce. I see Jennifer mentioned, so she agrees on the carnival being a really good deal, and then
Yeah.
and also Catherine Concepts. Is she a channel also? Is she Catherine? Do you have a
Catherine
channel as well?
Concepts, do you actually have a YouTube channel,
Yeah,
Catherine?
go ahead and put that on there so we can add you on.
I'm figuring from the name she probably has a channel, but maybe
Yeah.
not. But it's she mentioned being an introvert, which I am very much so, and
I
people
am
don't
too.
believe it.
I
People
only
don't
know
believe it. I mean, it's like you can be an introvert. You could have a YouTube channel. I'm very much an introvert. I'll be at work and like I have friends and colleagues and we have a good time hanging out with one another. But some of those friends and colleagues, they're always, when there's a break or something, they're always hanging out, laughing, joking, everything else like that. I'm very content to be in my office by myself, just having some Zen time or whatever. I don't need to be, talking all the time or whatever. I enjoy doing it in this forum, but it's I think there's a lot of people out there that are like, and you just mentioned you were, Bruce. So yeah, it's funny that we would get into something like this if we're introverted, but
Yeah. Well, like when I started doing these lives, because I am an introvert, and when you're doing, videos and vlogs and stuff, when you're just out there, it's not too bad because it's just you, and yeah, people are gonna see your videos, but it's not too bad. But when I decided that we were gonna start doing lives, my wife gets more nervous for me than I do because she knows how much of an introvert I am, and sometimes starting up conversations isn't always the easiest for me.
Yeah.
But as long as I have some notes and kind of know where I want to go and everything, I seem to do okay. But yeah, if I'm like in a group of people, I'm not always the first one to go up and say hey to people. They have to come up to me first sometimes.
right.
I talked to Coach about this, and you agree with me. I asked Coach, should I just go ahead? This is when I was starting out. I asked Coach, hey man, should I just go ahead and just go live? He said, yeah, you just got to go out there. You cannot be scared. I mean, there's millions of people watching you, but you can't be scared. If you're scared, you can't do anything.
I don't think we've gotten to the millions of people watching yet, but
I mean, you know what?
we're like that. What's the Mayhem commercial We're like, this is gonna get tens and tens of views.
Yeah,
Every time I see that commercial or I put out a bad video or something like that, I'll check the counts on the video thing to see how many people have watched it, and then I'll laugh at myself, my own failure, and I'm like, this is getting tens and tens of views.
Yeah.
So yeah, one thing about cruising, and I am a solo cruiser because I asked my friends, "Hey, you want to go on the cruise?" They said, "No, it's going to get hit by an iceberg." I said, "Dude, it's in the Caribbean." But it's fun for me as a solo cruise because you could meet a lot of people you never. If you don't go, you don't meet them, and you never know. You never like Coach Cruz met Valentine, Derek and Amanda.
Yeah.
Great people, man. That's why I talk about Derek and Amanda so much because Derek is a true parent. He supports his kids, he coaches kids, and that's awesome. You don't see that anymore.
Yeah.
That's why I say, Derek, man, you're doing a good job. And Derek is like in his 30s, right?
Well, what's that? Derek, you know what? I don't know how old Derek is exactly, but yeah, Derek he's amazing. I mean, one interesting thing I knew about him that, I mean, honestly, if this was me, people would know, and I found out about it when I was on the cruise, or just before the cruise. I went with him this summer. But heck, he is like a full on NCAA official, like not just like coach. I mean, reffing local college games or something like that.
Yeah.
Like he refs the games on TV and his ref games in March Madness and things like that.
Yes,
I haven't seen him actually reffing in games, but I mean that's kind of a big deal. I mean, like if I was that, because I mean there's a lot of it being a coach. I know a lot of officials personally and stuff like that. Very few do I know that have advanced to coaching. I mean, reffing on the college level, and especially like SEC, that kind of thing. So that's very cool.
So Catherine does not currently have a YouTube, or she says she's going to be posting her first vlog in November.
Yeah, I saw that.
Come on with it.
And Tim being on here, Tim and I and his wife Cheryl, we're going to be on that Alaskan cruise today together on the Luminosa.
Oh, on the Luminosa.
That's we were talking with you about that, Bruce. That's what I.
Yeah, my wife was talking about it because we did that Alaskan cruise, and both of us loved it so much that she's like, we need to book another one now. So we're actually looking at, I told her that the Luminosa was coming out, so we are actually looking. We may get on that. When are you going? It's in July?
June 21st, I believe.
June 21st?
Yeah.
Now, I have never been on an Alaskan cruise. Because I think of Alaskan cruise, I think it's freezing. Why do people go out to Alaskan cruise?
No.
Somebody tell me why they go out to Alaskan cruise. I just can't figure it out. It's just too cold.
No, it's not. A lot of people think that, because the images you have of Alaska before you go are like icebergs and Eskimos and igloos and stuff like that. And you're thinking more of Antarctica and not Alaska. Alaska in the summer is actually like hoodie weather. I call it hoodie weather. You have a sweatshirt on, a hat, and sometimes depending on the day, you'll actually be too hot in that, but you're usually
you have to dress in layers. You really have to dress because there would be times, even when it was raining in Juneau, and I still was just wearing a t-shirt because it was still warm. And so, you just dress in layers, and that way you can be taking sweatshirts off or whatever. But yeah, because with us living in Washington. And I would watch. I would watch the videos, and they're like, before we did the first one, I was hesitant because it's like that's the same type of weather we have all the time here in Washington. But
Yeah.
I am so glad we did it, and we are definitely going back. I love the Caribbean, but I
Mhm.
will have to say that it was one of our favorite cruises.
Now, Coach,
Absolutely.
I haven't talked to you for a minute about the Carnival Mardi Gras and Shack's Chicken. Now, I heard it's pretty good, but do they just have the sandwiches, or can you get wings or thighs or whatever, or is it just the
Can you get
sandwich?
wings and fries where at?
Shack's Chicken.
Oh, Shacks. They have tenders, not
Oh
wings.
man, I mean, I can have a thigh or a wing. I don't
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't have the pieces of chicken, but I will say that it's really, really good. I mean, I went there more than any other eating venue. Um, I mean, they have breakfast too, so you can get breakfast sandwiches. Now, the breakfast sandwiches aren't, it's just a smaller piece of chicken, but it's, like any other kind of chicken sandwich you might get at a fast food place. That I wasn't as impressed with, but their lunch sandwiches, a nice generous piece of chicken, and then the different sauces and things that they put on it or whatever. And yeah, I definitely think that's a hit. I wish it was coming to more. I wish when they did upgrades to some of these carnival ships, they would put the
Or,
chicken on all of them because it's really good.
now my next question is, I'm sorry, Ocean, but
You're
uh, do you think the Mardi Gras should have came to Galveston instead of Florida? Because New Orleans is right there, and Galveston is right there. They should have came there.
I mean, not now, not since they're getting the Jubilee.
Yeah, but that's not till next year, and I'm just
Yeah,
telling you to get on a
I
cruise.
mean, honestly, at our age is like time just flies anymore, right?
Yeah,
You know, it's
yeah.
when you want something to happen, it seems like
Mhm.
time takes a little bit of time, but then once it actually happens and you look back and you're like, oh my god, that was 6 months ago. It seems like
Yeah,
yesterday.
you're ready for another one. Yeah.
So yeah, and I don't know the Vista. That's a really nice ship that
Yes, it
Galveston.
is. It is.
So it's not like Galveston has been cheated or anything. I think they've been. Now the people that could complain a little bit, and I don't know whether this is just because of where they're at and it's too difficult to get a bigger ship or whatever. But New Orleans has never had like a new ship.
Uh,
I think they have an issue. I don't know if they have to go under a bridge or what,
yeah,
but there's
they
a
had to
reason
go on
why
the
they
bridge.
can't have the bigger ships there.
Yeah,
Well,
they
it
had to
must be
go.
the
They got to
the,
go
the
under the
Mississippi
bridge
River
in New
there that
Orleans.
does
Yeah,
a
it
There's
could
lot
be
a
of it.
that.
bridge,
Yeah.
and they're going to go through that. So that's why you don't see a lot of Norwegian cruise ships over there, except for I can't remember what the name of the class is. I think
But I
it's
know
no.
they're getting the Spirit next year.
Yeah.
The Spirit's going to New Orleans.
But my favorite port, the leave is Galveston, but I would love to try Miami. And I heard about Miami. Coach Cruz and Derek went on Miami, and they said they had too much fun.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Before they got on the ship, they had too much fun. Yeah, you know.
Well, actually, we didn't hook up until we were actually on the ship. I was with
Yeah,
a
but
buddy of mine, but
they
yeah, once we got on the ship, we were in the Havana area, and the Havana area is awesome. On the
Yeah.
Vista class ships, we were
Yeah.
talking about this the other day, but I'd highly recommend. I'm going to try to get in the Havana area just about any time I go on a. I'm April 1st. I'm not booked currently in Havana. I'm trying to get a better deal to get in there, but I'm
oh,
definitely going to try to get in there.
you need to talk
Yeah,
to Derek, man.
I want to, after hearing you on Tuesday, I think I'm not going to do it for this one coming up, but the next time we do a ship that has the Havana, I'm definitely going to book one of those cabins. I think.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't necessarily do it if you're on the XL class. I don't know if they made any changes to the pool or
Yeah,
anything on the celebration, but from what I saw, the Mardi Gras, I wasn't impressed. It's not the same layout that the Vista class
this
ships have.
uh,
But the
Oh,
Vista
okay.
class, if you're on the Horizon, the Panorama,
or
or the
Vista.
Vista,
Yeah.
I would definitely say, yeah, go for it.
Oh man. I was on the Vista with Derek, and basically we were talking about the bar, Al- Alchemy Bar, whatever.
The Alchemy Bar, yeah.
Yes, and we were talking about it. Said, man, it was awesome because they got the most experienced bartenders there, and that's why they're so popular there because they got more great bartenders over there, and basically they make all kinds of drinks.
Not only the best bartenders, I think they have the highest quality the top shelf liquors. I mean, the
Oh
liquors are
yeah,
pretty good on across the whole ship, but Alchemy and the Steakhouse, they seem to get the best top
yeah.
shelf stuff.
No,
Yeah.
the thing about Galveston with the drink packages, and I noticed this to Carnival, they are cheap because they won't pay the taxes for the real big items of the liquor. You know what I'm saying? And that's why the drink package don't work until the next day. Now on Royal Caribbean, they paid it, and when you get on the ship, that drink package starts.
Are you talking out of Galveston?
Out of Galveston, yeah.
Oh, so Royal
Royal does
on the
it.
first day?
Carnival won't do it because they're cheap. They're safe.
I thought that was a state law. I didn't think that was
No, no, it's not state
license.
law. I had a friend of mine that she goes on it a lot out of Galveston. Basically, she said that's the way they do it because the Carnival is cheap. They don't want to pay the taxes on the premium drinks. But Royal Caribbean is so big, they say, hey, we'll pay it, because when they do that, they get more money out of the liquor sales. It's just I think it's awesome. Now,
Catherine just mentioned
okay,
about
let me ask you both of your questions. When you got your first cruise, did y'all get the drink package?
no, I didn't. No, yeah, I was cheap. Well, my first cruise, we were just talking about Alaska. My
Uh-huh.
first cruise was with my wife, Nita, and she said, "Well, what do you want to do on a honeymoon?" And I had just finished my master's degree, and one of the people I was in class with, it was like a cohort kind of thing, so we were together. But they had just gotten back from Alaska, and they were saying how great. Oh, you gotta go, and it intrigued me, and so that's kind of what planted the seed for me to do Alaska. So I told her, I was like, hey, let's do Alaska. So we booked the cruise, and that was the first one. And honestly, that was the Celebrity, I want to say, that I went on, and that didn't hook me like the Alaska hooked me, and I loved Alaska and everything, but the whole cruising didn't stick with me. And then later we went to Hawaii, and we cruised the Hawaiian Islands, and that was amazing. That was through Norwegian, and that didn't, for whatever.
Were you on the Pride of America?
I don't remember honestly the name of the ship, but I think we bought some art.
Yeah.
They got us to buy some art.
Hold on. You or your wife bought the art?
Well, both of us, I mean, we talked about what we liked, and and we got some artworks from the ship. We don't go to the art auctions anymore, but they did get us early on. Um,
So
Oh,
Brad,
really?
you're in Chicago, is that right?
yeah, right in the
Oh,
city.
So do you have a port that you consider your home port, or do you not cruise out of one more than the other?
Well, Anita is a flight attendant, so
oh man, see, you got the hookup, man.
yeah,
Who does she work for?
she works for Southwest Airlines.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We're actually so we were supposed to go to the Bahamas earlier this year for a wedding, and we weren't able to go. And so we were flying. We were going to fly Delta, and we weren't able to go. But I was able to get all of our money back from the airlines because
Hmm.
I had the travel insurance, which I recommend everyone to get the travel insurance.
Yes, absolutely.
Um, but and so I was able to get all of our money back, And so our cruise that we're doing in November, I was gonna lose it or use it. So we're actually, for the very first time, or probably the only time we can do it, we're actually going to be able to fly first class. Never done it in my entire life.
Oh yeah.
And I'll be honest with you, I've been talking to my wife. I'm looking more forward to that than I am the cruise right now. I've never flown first class before.
Yeah. No, we've only done it a couple times. That's one of the other cool perks about being a flight. Like if you're in the industry and you fly with, another airline, and basically, they want you to kind of dress up a little bit. But if they have openings in first class, sometimes they'll put you in first class. So not only are you getting basically the ticket for almost free, but then you get. So we flew to Hawaii one time first class. I forget whether it was United or American, but yeah, that was awesome. But that is.
I'm kind of looking forward to that because we have sat in the in the seats right behind the curtain, and we see what they're getting and everything they're doing, and it's just like
the ice cream sundaes and stuff.
I'm really looking forward to that.
I ordered 2 of those.
The reason I was asking that, Catherine says that Galveston's her home port. We're out here in Washington. A lot of people think that Seattle is what I would consider my home port. Well, first of all, they only go to Alaska, but I consider Galveston our home port. We have cruised almost all of our cruise. We've done Seattle now with Alaska, and then we've done out of Long Beach a couple times.
Yeah,
but we've gone out of Galveston most of our cruises. I am looking forward to cruising. I wanted to do Port Canaveral. I was supposed to go on the Mardi Gras, and we had to change that around. But I am looking forward to cruising out of the East Coast too.
Well, the thing I don't like about Port Canaveral is, and Galveston's a little bit similar, but I enjoy Galveston because I have friends there, so I guess that's why. But Port Canaveral and Galveston are both similar in that whatever the closest airport is, once you get there, you still have about an hour drive.
Well,
to get to the destination. So,
for example, when I go on my cruise on the Vista, I fly Southwest, and I'll land in Houston Hobby, and basically I just take Uber or Lyft to the hotel in Texas City. Don't get a hotel in Galveston because they're going to charge you an arm and a leg. So I got me a hotel room in Texas City, and I left a day earlier before the cruise starts because I don't want to be left.
Oh yeah, I do the same thing, Z. And yeah, you know what? You're right about that. That's normally what I'll do is I'll fly in a day early and I'll stay downtown in Houston. I'll go somewhere with some really good barbecue
and chill out.
Enjoy Houston, and then you get up. I mean, you can't board until like 11 a.m. anyway.
But the thing is about Galveston, Lyft is the only one to take you to the terminal. Uber would not because they don't have a contract with the city of Galveston because they didn't want to pay. So Lyft is the only one to take you to the terminal. For those guys that want to go to Galveston, take a Lyft because Uber will drop you off a couple of blocks away, and then you got to carry all your luggage out of there.
Well, the thing you got to do, though, Z, is you gotta look at the rates because Uber and Lyft, depending upon the time and day and whatever.
Yeah.
Like I checked Uber, the rates, and I'll enter the address of the place I'm going on both. And there's sometimes Lyft will be cheaper, and there's sometimes Uber will be cheaper, and it'll be a lot of. I mean, sometimes it could be $20 difference. So,
but the thing is, when I did the Uber and Lyft when I was getting ready to plan on my cruise, I did it a week in advance. So I had that permanently spot. So if it's like $45, $50, it'll stay that price. That's why I did it a week in advance because I didn't want to worry about anything. So when I woke up, I said, "Hey, my Lyft's gonna be here in about 5 minutes. I'm ready to go." It only cost me like $25, $30 from Texas City to Galveston, which is great.
when we go in, because I've been out here, there's we normally go in the day before, and we actually
Mhm.
stay at a hotel in
Yeah.
Houston, and then we get up the next morning, go back to the airport, and take the
There's the
cruise line
baby.
shuttle.
There's the baby. Right. Let me ask you. Sorry about that, Coach. How old is your dog?
She's a little over 6 years old.
Okay. Now, is she a pug?
She is the baby too. I mean, God, I spoiled the hell out of her. If you
Is
hadn't
she a
figured that
pug?
out already.
She a
What's
pug?
that?
Is she a pug?
No, God, no. Pugs are little dogs.
Yeah.
She's a horse. She's about 100 pounds.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Because
she's an
I thought
American
she was
bulldog.
I thought she was a pug because my best friend had a pug that was 13 years old.
Yeah,
And
no, she's it's funny though when we did that show yesterday and my wife was laughing because she came home last night. She had to do some work on the computer and I still had the chair in there from when we did the Tuesday show. And my wife was doing work and Sadie goes and crawls up on the chair, because she probably wanted some more hot dogs or something.
yes, I
Uh,
I enjoyed it.
Whenever it's showtime, whenever I move that chair in there,
She knows she's gonna
uh,
get a treat.
yeah, she's figured it out now. She's like, "Hey, this chair means good news for me." I get
I
I get
saw
hot
that.
dogs fed to me for an hour. It's like this. She loves Tuesday nights, I think, more than I do.
yeah.
Like a night. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, this has been absolutely fun. We have been on it for over an hour.
Hey, I could go all night.
Yeah,
You know.
I know.
Yeah,
This has been an absolute
you're right
blast.
about that.
I think I'm going to do this more often, bringing other people in and makes things go so much faster. It's a
Yeah.
blast. And
Yep.
and so, Coach, before we get off here, tell us a little bit about your channel.
Well, I mean, I didn't start doing lives until I think I was about a little past 800. So we're about double that now. We started the channel July 2nd of 2021. So let's see, what are we? August, September. So we're about 15 months old. Um, we're up to about a little over 1,600 subscribers. We had a goal of 2,000 by New Year's Eve. That's looking like it's going to be tough to reach, but hoping we can get at least 1,900 and 2,000 shortly after that. But yeah, I mean, we're a cruise channel just like yours. We do a lot of vlogs. So like I'll be on a Thanksgiving cruise on the Carnival Magic. So I'll do daily vlogs. I do, like you already mentioned, I have my live show on Tuesdays, and half the time we start talking about cruising, and then we end up going off somewhere else talking football, talking what were we talking moonshine, and
Yeah,
to the show on Tuesday. But
absolutely.
it's
Yep.
always fun, and I do. I just started doing the super chat shots Labor Day. And that's been a
Yeah.
lot of fun, and that's actually generated some extra super chats I probably wouldn't have
Yeah.
gotten otherwise.
Yeah.
People like
We
to
just want to
Yeah.
see you
I
drunk.
don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it, but
You
Well,
drink a lot of water.
the thing about it is I haven't had to do more than five or six. Like if I ever got like a flood of them right away early in the show, I'd be in trouble because I think about five or six is where like I'm reaching the tipping point. Like I can hold it together for about that long, but then after that I'm in trouble. So, but yeah,
Well,
thank you, Bruce, and glad I finally made it on your show and everything.
absolutely glad you both made it. Make sure
Oh.
everyone that you check out Coach Cruz and also the Z Show.
mhm.
And it's been an awesome day, and we will see you guys next week. You guys have a great week, and I will be on yours on Tuesday, Coach, and Z. Also catch you guys. You guys have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.
All
All
right,
right,
take care,
man.
guys.
Happy travels.
Everybody
Don't
watching,
forget,
take care.
subscribe to everybody. Everybody subscribe.
Happy travels. We'll see you out there.
Hey, you know what? Before you leave,
Yep.
we need me, you, and Derek, and everybody need to set up and go on a cruise. And
Yeah,
whenever
we
you,
can do that. We can see, I've got some already booked. We could, plan on being one of those. I know Coach and also Derek with Island Time, they have ones booked, so maybe we look at one of those, or we book an extra one.
Well, here's the thing, real quickly. Derek is getting ready to do a Carnival Vista on March during March Madness. I'll let you know, but he's doing a cruise every spring break, and that's when they have March Madness on the Vista. And
yeah, I don't know if we'd be able to make. I don't know if we'd be able to make that one just because we have the Mardi Gras or the Panorama the next month. But we can look at all of them. I know that we have the Jubilee next November, which would be a fun one too. So
yeah, they're on the Jubilee too.
Yeah, I think they're. I was talking to them. I think they're on. They're getting off as I'm getting on. So,
oh wow!
Yeah. Maybe we talk them into doing a back-to-back.
Oh, I mean, yeah. You had a wheelchair on that one. If I'd be drinking all day.
Yeah, Michael with Cruise Vet. Yeah, I would like us to put a group cruise together. All of us go out on get a cruise together. So we will have to talk about it, figure out how to do it, but we need to do it. So yeah. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful night. Z, thank you for joining, buddy.
Thank you for asking me to do it, because I'll let you go, because I know I'm single and you're married, so I know your wife said, "You need to cut it off. You need to cut it off."
Oh, good. All right. Well, you have a wonderful night.
All right,
Happy travels, everybody. We'll see you out there.
All right.